Hello YouTube, GZexon here, GZ for short, and we are back playing Farming Simulator 2013, driving our fancy smancy John Deere here. In between episodes, mowed another field while awaiting my crops to be ready. And I'm just about to bale them on up here. Turn on our baler. Number 2. Get ourselves some more bale grass for the farm. Whoa, 2 is too fast. Since when? Alright, let's go 1. 1 is way too slow. The gear ratios must be messed up on this tractor here. It's not saying it's too fast now. It's flashing up and down. That's not good. Looks like we are going to have some issues with some of these modded tractors, because they're not geared up properly, and I was not expecting that. I mean, there's gotta be some tractors, some John Deere tractors that will work better. Okay, this is clearly not gonna work. It's gonna take way too long. Alright, let's turn this off. That's frustrating. Back that up. Get rid of this, and we'll go and switch tractors up. I can use this tractor on the farm, but clearly not for... Oops, just drove across the field. Clearly not for baling activities. So, I was thinking, and this thought came about due to the fact that I was experimenting with the feed in between episodes, trying to mix the feed up. And I can just cut across the grass here. This is my own farm. I was trying to mix the feed up, and it takes way too long to use the small square baled grass for mixed feed. A lot of bales had to go into it. So I was thinking, since this tractor does act a little bit wonky, although it's better than the other one. I was thinking, since the round baler is on sale, I might try and get that. How much is it on sale for? Oops. It's on sale for $84,000, and I know that there's a glitch which I have to have more than $84,000. I have to have it at a regular price. It's 25% off. So, yeah, I have to get more than $84,000. But having the round baler will allow me to get the mixed feed and the feed mixer up to what I need it to be significantly quicker. So I'll keep the square baler on hand, I think. Yeah, I probably will keep it on hand. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to see how much I can get for the square baler, because I don't know why I would need the square baler and the other, the round baler, at the same time. So I'll have to see how much I'm able to get for the square baler. And on that note, I mean, I don't even know why I bothered to square bale these up at all. So maybe what I'll do is I'll get rid of the square baler completely, See, I don't know what you use a square baler, or what I'd use a square baler for. If there's any purpose in having it on the farm. If I have the round baler, I'm just trying to think. If I get sheep, I don't really need square bales for sheep. And I'm not going to get chickens, because chickens are just a pain in the rear end. I can't really see that I would need this. And then also at the same time, if I don't have this, then I don't need the automatic baler, because the automatic baler isn't any good for round bales. I would need to get a flat bit of some sort. So, do you know what? I am going to take a risk and sell this as well as the automatic baler, and try to take advantage of that sale. I know that I have seen mods while I've been exploring for mods. You can get a automatic baler for the round bales. So I'll have to see if I can download one of those. So let's get these sold here. And I might want to get a better forklift, since should be able to sell that there. Might want to be able to get a better forklift as well, since I'm going to round bales, because that other baler doesn't work the best. Alright, 72,000. That's not bad. There we go. Already almost all the way to being able to buy the round baler. So I'm going to go over get the automatic baler, and I'll be back with you in a minute. And I hit the wrong button. Well, I'm up here. You can see the mess that I made with the bales that I dropped over here last episode, trying to get them into the feed mixer, and yeah, big mess over there. So I have the automatic baler. We're gonna head over to the shop and sell that up. Figured I'd treat y'all to some wonderful cab view. Don't really go in cab that much, so I don't really get on the right side of the road here. Right side of the road for me anyhow, in Canada. I know there's a number of Europeans that watch this, people from UK and that area, and this side of the road is the right side for you. But I am in Canada. Wonder how much we'll get for, and I need to get out of this so I can park this. Wonder how much we will get for this contraption. I know I paid quite a bit for it. Oh, get it parked in there. There we go. Drive this away so I don't sell it. Should be able to get a half decent amount for it, I think. Not as much as I was hoping, but 'tis okay. Alright, so while we are over here, let's go in and take advantage of the sale. And we will pick up... Sweet. I wonder how much it was originally. Ooh, I still have $56,000 left. What else was I thinking? Oh yeah, I want to take a look at the forklifts. And I'm clicking the wrong button. Owned by Front End Loaders. That's only 26,000. That's 100. I feel like That wouldn't be much better than the tractor we already have. That one would be much easier, I think. I don't know. Maybe I will give this one a try. And I want to get a different front end. I want to get this for bale loading. That should be easier. What does this one do? That's for heaving silage. See, I wish there was a way that when I fill the silage wagon, I could just have an area to unload it and not to sell it or anything, but just use the front end loader attachment, the shovel attachment, to load it in. I'm gonna reset. Where are we? Reset that to the farm because I don't. Oops. I don't have. Dang it! I reset both of them. Oh well. I don't have the front end loader with me. That's why I was resetting that. Yeah, it'd be convenient to be able to just use a shovel. And maybe there is a way. I don't know where to unload it. Maybe anyone who plays the game more than I do that might know an area that you can unload grass, dried grass. You just use it to shovel into the mixer. I don't know of any area to do that. But it certainly would make life easier than using the baler. So also, we need to look at getting, let's go to the tractor here, a flatbed. Don't think there's no flatbeds under that. And nor there. Nor there. No, there's flatbed somewhere here. Loading wagons, baling wagons. So there's that I can get for 13. Yeah, that cost me originally $120,000. Excuse me, $1,000. I think. I don't remember if that came along with it. That cost me 97. Get just over half back on it. Transport round or square bales. I think that one's a little larger. I want to look at the mods quickly, see what wagons I have in there. Have those for tippers. Get some fancy weights. I just have that for transporting machinery. And that one will transport round bales. Standard of. For that, I need. I think I'd just get. Yeah. I didn't finish my sentence there. The trailer that I was looking at under mods, I would like to have a tractor trailer for it. And I don't really want to get that right now. So I think what we will get is that. There we go. And since I'm thinking about it, and we definitely have the money, let's repay another 10,000, and maybe we'll repay more before the end of the episode. But alright, so reset this to up here. There we go. That's a good size. And I assume that these will unfold for loading. Alright, let's drive up and finish baling all of the grass, and I will see you up there. Alright, we are ready to give this new baler a try. It's a fancy machine, that's for sure. I'm assuming that once there's a full bale ready, it'll automatically unload. Go speed 2. This tractor is able to handle speed 2 better. I need to slow down to get all this stuff though. Back up. Can get it all. Try to get all the grass as all the grass possible. There we go. Speed 2. Most machinery around the farm will function well on speed 2, and you can get the job done that much quicker. Fortunately, when I was windrowing this, parts of it... Oh, so apparently you had to unload manually. Interesting. So... Suppose I can just unload it on the spot. That's pretty cool. And back at her. Yeah, unfortunately when I was windrowing it, I wasn't paying the best attention. I was checking something on my cell phone a few times while I was in the process of windrowing. And wow, this machine fills up really quickly. Either that or it was a really good mowing process. There's a good yield grass. Alright, this fills up really quick. A lot quicker than I expected it to. So I can... Wow, that's really rolling away on me. I can see the benefit of square bales, just you're not having to stop as often to unload. But, I mean, I'm going to have a quicker process in filling the mixer with these round bales as opposed to the square bales. And as you've seen by the mess that I made, the square bales are going to cause a considerable headache in trying to load it into the mixer. Maybe it was just because I was using the wrong... wow. I kind of... Every time that starts going, it catches me off guard and makes my heart skip a beat. 100%. There we go. Unload. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it was probably because I was using the wrong end for it. I wasn't using the proper baling end. I was using the pallet end on the front end loader. So that's probably what the problem was. But either way, this should work significantly better than what I was using before. And 100%. I think what it was, it isn't that this fills up any quicker. I think that there was it was just a really good mowing harvest. There was a lot of grass. The grass was pretty long on this field, and I don't think it was as long on the lower field that I mow to get dried grass. So that's probably what was it. I was thinking when I was mowing the grass about my dad. His parents owned a farm in a remote part of Nova Scotia, which is where I live. I don't live in a remote part of Nova Scotia any longer, but growing up, that was where he spent his childhood, well, part of his childhood. His grandparents originally owned quite a bit of property in an area that's called the Valley area of Nova Scotia, and so that's how his parents ended up. My dad's parents ended up on the farm, and I know that it was quite a bit of hard work. There, back in that day, they did not have any of the technology that farmers have available to them nowadays that make things much simpler for getting any jobs that need to be done. This is gonna roll pretty far, I think, but I gotta get it out. Unload. Yeah, look at that. I'm gonna be chasing that one down. Come back! Come back, you dang bale! I don't have that many stories as far as, or he hasn't told me that many stories as far as farming days, just because he was so young. And when he was, I think he was probably 6 or 7, maybe a little bit older, they sold their part of the farm to another family and moved into a area where it was a little more densely populated at that time. But I remember there was a couple stories of living on the farm with, he had a brother and 2 sisters, and him and his brother were always quite the pranksters, always up to no good. I suppose that's where I got it myself. And there was one story told me there was a church near where they, just down the field from where they lived, literally on the other side of their fields, church that we go and visit fairly often when we go back to the old homestead. And I remember they had bottles. I don't know if they were beer bottles or what type. They were some sort of like Coke bottle or beer bottle that they got their hands on, and decided to experiment with Molotov cocktails. And they lit the rag with the gasoline in it, and then just left it there in the field and ran inside the church, kind of nervous of how it would explode or whatnot. And anyhow, I guess the field started to catch on fire. I think that's the way the story goes. And luckily a neighbor noticed the smoke, and needless to say, my dad and my uncle got in quite a bit of trouble. My grandfather, my grandmother's, sorry, my great-grandfather, my grandmother's, so my dad's mom's dad, has quite the stories himself. He fought in World War II. He was a messenger, so he was in charge of running messages from the commands to headquarters, and luckily before before the end of the war, he got shot. Being facetious, of course, that's not lucky at all. It's quite unlucky. He went through pretty well the entire war and didn't get shot. And messengers in the war were, I guess, from what I'm told, were targeted significantly over other members of the platoon. And he managed to get through the entire war without a single scratch. At least no injuries that I've been told of. And shortly before the war finished, he was lucky enough to get shot clear through the armpit. Unfortunately, there we go to drive through the field. He fought on Vimy Ridge, and then after he came back, my great-grandfather, sorry, was a lighthouse keeper in a little town called Parsboro, Nova Scotia. Really small Hickville sort of town, way out in the middle of nowhere. Some interesting stories from that I'll have to tell for sure at some point. So I'm going to go store this, pick up the flatbed, pick up the front end loader. Shut up, dogs. And we'll see you back up at the field, try our hand at loading, not unloading, loading the round bales. Should be interesting. Alright, so we got all of our equipment back up here to the field. I can't seem to figure out any way to cause the bars to go down with this. I don't know if there actually is a way. I mean, that looks like it's on a hinge to me. I would have thought it would be simpler, but we will try this anyhow. So I've tried to just place that in the center of the field, and then we'll drive all the bales over to it. Not incredibly looking forward to having to do this by hand. I don't find handling a forklift in game the simplest thing. It looks like it's at a good level though. See how lowered a little bit. And then up. Alright. That was not too bad loading it onto the lift. Let's see how we do getting it onto the trailer. So you can go right through that wire, strangely enough, and out. Wow, that was way easier than I thought it was going to be. Well, let's try getting a second one. See how easy getting the number 2 on will be. Lower that a little bit. That was not very good. Need to come onto it at a little more straight of an angle. Well, I guess it's that if you're straight, it's not an angle at all. No, that's not good. Let's try a little lower. A little straighter. There we go. That's better. It's not completely straight, but it should do. I hope. See if we can get two side by side here. Perfect. Too easy. Wow, that was much quicker than I thought it would be. Go to drive to the very end of the field, get the ones at the very end. I'm going to work away on this a little bit and see you in a minute. Okay, so I got all of the bales loaded and I have one on the forklift right now, and I feel like I'm about to lose it off the forklift. Gotta be careful. And yeah, I probably could have fit it on the wagon, but I want to test out how much it'll add in to dry grass, it'll add into the mixer anyhow. So I figured I may as well just leave it on. It was the last bale anyhow that I had to pick up, and drive it down here and test her out. So we'll drive up here, hop out, see how much is in here. So it's 3.95% of hay. I need to get it between those arrows, those bars there. So get back in here, drive on over to it, and drop it in, see how much we get. Okay, that made no sense. I added hay into it, and it does not appear that it went up whatsoever. I did not add straw into it, I added hay into it. I wonder if this is full or something. Looks like it might be. It looks like it won't accept anymore. I don't know. I'm gonna bring the other wagon down. Just gonna line this up here. Bring the other wagon down. And then we'll test it out. Let's see, tab over to it. There is the beautiful loading job. Let's drive this down. I don't think these have the ability to fall off the wagon once they're loaded on. I think the game's set up that they'll stay on. Okay. Go cockpit view. I mean, if you look at, when we looked at the top of the mixer, it looks like it might be filled up to the top. I'll try loading one more bale into it and see if it changes anything, but I don't think it will. I don't know. We will give it a try. Park this just right here. Put it in a better spot in a few minutes, but this will work for now. Sorry for my weird mouse movements. I got a little bit too much around me on the desk right now. Got some plans that I've been writing out for the Minecraft series. Some exciting things to come. Need to get a front weight onto the front of this, I think. Wonder how our fields are doing. They're getting there. Probably should speed up time on them. Okay, let's get one of them ones at the back. Need to come at it at a better angle though. Let's fix that. So let's go in like that. Lowered it a bit. Should be good. Come on. There we go. Okay. So this is at 3.95, 61, and 35. 3.95, 61, and 35. It must be full because it's not adding at all. It's the only thing I can figure. I must not have the ratios very good. I have too much of silage and too much straw in it. So let's unload. Okay. And try putting a bale in. So the last thing that we do, other than I think, considering we have $32,000, and we'll be able to get more money, excuse me, out of harvest, I think we will pay off another $10,000 of our loan. Come on. Of our loan this episode. Alright, let's see what we can do here. There we go. So that was our problem. I just wasted 2 bales of hay. And now our mix is perfect. Almost perfect. I mean, I can add some straw into it, but we hit Q and put the rest of this mixture into the feeding trough. And I think next episode, what we will be doing is getting our first cows. So let's go in here. We will repay another $10,000, and that means that our loan is down to $22,000. We are getting very close to not having any loan at all over our heads, and this was a successful episode because I figured out how to better top up the mixer. In between episodes, I'm going to try to get the harvest done or get ready to harvest at least. And yeah, great episode. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a comment below suggesting what you'd like me to buy next, how to go about this better, how many cows to buy, and be sure to like and subscribe. Have a good one. Bye.